Okay, so I'm trying to resolve a off-grid heat source for my wood shop and my garage. Now remember, I'm in approximately a 400 square foot building, and as I just said, I think it's non-insulated. And the first thing I tried for off-grid was a diesel heater. That actually worked, but there was no way it was going to heat up this whole building. Then I went to, it was a propane gas furnace. No, it was gas fireplace. And even though that was a little bit better, it didn't work well enough for me. So then I came back to a wood stove. And I'll show you here in just a minute the work that I've done this week. I'm filming it on Wednesday. The work I've done this week in this wood shop. And then all of this material is reclaimed material because it's terribly expensive. And I don't know if you can see it on frame or not, but this piece of stainless steel pipe, I was told when I took it down and brought it in here, it goes for about $500 a piece of pipe. So there's going to be 4 chunks. You can imagine how expensive that is. But this is all reclaimed. And later on in the video, I'll show you how I got to reclaiming that. But for right now, the wood stove was given to us by another homesteader that was no longer using it, and it's I believe the correct size for this building. This piece of transition pipe, the wood stove has actually got an 8-inch discharge. This pipe and this black pipe, single wall pipe, double wall pipe, is both a 6-inch, so I had to use that reducer that I previously owned to install these pieces. And then I put up a video a little bit, I think it was 2 videos ago, and it was labeled somewhere along the lines what work I did last week. And I'll put that at the end of this video if you'd like to go see. That'll actually catch you up to where I am now, because I had to do last week and then this week, of course. I'm midway through, and this is what I've accomplished so far. I don't know if you can see it or not, but OSB on this wall. Actually, there was insulation behind it. OSB on this wall. I had some extra galvanized off a different project that we did. This is reused galvanized again, because this whole project is repurposed material. And that's just for a heat shield. And so the stove goes, I'm going to have to change the camera for you to see and get a tape measure probably for that. And I'll go over the decision process that I was making. Now, where I live, the amount of snow that I have, if you go through the roof, then you have to put the chimney as close to the peak as you can, otherwise, if this is down towards an even, snow breaks off, it'll take this chimney pipe off. It wouldn't be this piece, it'd be a piece of double wall, but you understand the process there. And also, I would need a piece at this attic right here. I need a box right here, and then I need a box up there on the top, which I don't have either one. But I do have a box because generally I go out the dormer end of the building, dormer end. This piece right here, the reason that this isn't insulated and this is not insulated and it doesn't have OSB on it is because I'm going to mount this pipe through this area right here, and then I'll insulate it, and then I'll cut a piece of OSB from this corner to this corner over here with a hole in the middle. And I actually have the sheet that goes on the outside of that. I've already recovered that piece. This box, this is about the diameter of the piece that will protrude through the wall. This will go over it for decorative purposes, and then the stovepipe will go in the middle of it. And then the rest of the video will be around what I have done to get to this point where I reclaimed these pieces of pipe. Okay, so I put up a video last week, and it said, a comment I actually got somewhere is, why does it take you long? I told her the chores that I did last week, and I told them the chores are the audience that the chores I was going to do this week. And I'll show you here in just a minute, but in any case, the chores for this week is to attempt to put a wood stove in. And since wood stove piping, double wall, single wall has gotten so expensive, I've got a big shop behind me. I don't know if it's in the frame or not. I'll show you here in just a minute. But it's got so expensive that I thought, well, I don't use the one in the big shop. I'll just take the one off the big shop and put it in the little garage. That's what I'm trying to do. But the road, and I know you probably wouldn't consider this a road, but this is much better. In fact, that's a better truck than my grandfather. My grandfather took me once on a road. It was nothing more than a goat path. And in a 1974 two-wheel drive pickup, and I'm still scared enough that I'm talking about it 50 years later. But this road I just made with the tractor, and I need the truck because this ladder, I'm old enough I can't move this ladder. It's a good ladder, it's just too heavy. I can't pack it. It was up by the big house, the main house. I can't pack it to the job I need to do now. So I need a road to move the truck, to get the ladder moved over, to take the pipe off the big barn into the truck, take all of that back. But we used to have a road over to just to my left, camera to be right. Used to have a road, and we put a play area in because we're big people on kids, grandkids shouldn't be in front of a screen. I think the national average right now is 7 hours a day. We promote that our kids come outside, pick up sticks, and so we make play areas, and that play area ended up in the driveway that I used to use. I built another driveway. I think I can get the truck to the big garage here in a little bit. And the other thing is that area I use for emergency overload in case I had a fire, some case where I need to get EMS vehicles in. That road used to do it. Now I've got this road, do this job, improve this road later on, widen the entry to it, and then we can get EMS vehicles in there. But that's what I'm doing right now, and later on I might show you the rest of the job. But now remember, the rest of the job might take me, I'm thinking 3 days. Pipe, getting the truck up there, getting the pipe off might take me a whole day. Okay, so I got the truck back here. I got the ladder back here. I'll work on it in just a minute. I'll show you kind of how heavy it is. That's virtually new pipe, double wall. I think that's 12 feet. I need that, and I need this connection, probably not the box because the box is getting a little weathered, but I want to take it apart the opposite way I put it together. I don't think if I took here, let me get up here where I can show you. If I took this off and pulled this whole chunk off, I think that's a lot of weight. I don't know how much creosote or how dirty it is, but I want to take the longer ladder, which I'm going to set up in a minute, and I want to go to the top, take those two brackets off, and see if I can get that top 3-foot piece off. This is what I'm trying to do. So let's try and get the ladder, which I might have to eat my Wheaties just to set the ladder up. Yeah, it's a monster, but once you get up there, it makes life better. So I got to go up further. Okay, so now I think, after a little breath, I think I can get up to that top one, take that top clamp off, and try and get that top piece of pipe out of there. But for right now, I'm going to try and get my truck out of here, see if I can get it back out the same way I got it in here.